Today on Eric's Drum Hacks and Repairs, I am finally putting the belt drives on my Iron Cobra 200s. Before I get started on that, I'm going to show you a little hack that I did with these. The 200s don't exactly come with the best spring action, so I ordered the 900, which is pretty cheap. I obviously can't show how to change these because I did it some time ago, but it's fairly easy to do. When I would search online for a belt drive for the 200s, it says that they don't make them. So I had to learn how to make one myself. First thing I need to do is take the beater and the chain off. Okay, now that those parts are off, I take this part that's connected here and I'll measure it and cut on the belt drive. It's easier if I turn around so I can see my markings. When you make your markings, make sure your hole is centered. And it should fit like that, because it won't fit in here if I don't. So I did like this and measured where I would be cutting from. Take the edge here and make your straight line all the way down to your point. There's two ways you can go about this. You can cut it to where it's thick through here, or cut it where it's the same size all the way down. Either or works, but if you go thinner, it fits in between here. Once you cut it, and take your time cutting it, because this stuff's kind of hard to cut. It's easier to use it like an X-Acto knife. Make sure that it fits. Okay, it fits. Now, I gotta take it off because I'm gonna need to put this part on. I would suggest ordering one that comes with a wider chain. Usually the ones that come with the 200s aren't really that durable. They only have, maybe you can see it, one screw. And these have two. So it's a little bit more durable. So, and one thing that you can do is just put a hole, because these are kind of long. That's what I did with my old ones. Put a hole, measure it to where it's good range. Just put a hole in it. And then just connect it. But the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to take this part off and connect this. Now that we got the chain off, take a Phillips head and get these screws out. We're going to have to measure the belt. So I'm going to do that. Is it came off from two links. Okay, put your chain down on the belt. Put it on the base right there from the top. Then I'm going to mark it on the second one. Then mark it across, because this is where I'm going to put the two holes for the screws. Set this here to mark your two holes. How I made my holes in the belt is I took a 2 3/8 nail, hammered it in there, took a screw, stretched out the hole a little bit, and they fit just fine. After that, I need to cut off about 1/4 inch below the screws. Once you do that, you need to cut down the sides to fit this. Once you screw them in, yes, the screws are going to stick out a little bit, but they are strong in there. They're just out there because they're used to the chain. Once it's all put together, it should look like this. All right, let's put it on. And now my Iron Cobras 200s are belt drive. They work great. Have a lot of spring to them, a lot of action. One thing I've done in the past, and that's how I did it before, was just put a hole at the bottom of the belt and put it directly into the pedal. But I like this way better. I am going to put something in between, maybe another piece of Kevlar. Now I'm going to get started on my second pedal, but I'm not going to record that for obvious reasons, and find something to put in between those screws. So the reason why I do this is because I like belt drive pedals. And I don't really want to have to pay for, a 600 or a 900 and then have to adapt those. So it's just a more cheaper way to go about it. So we'll see what the next video is. Until next time.